ideas that needs
and
their
FEC
attention.
meetings are weekly.
They are weekly. If there are new ideas that needed the attention of the president, go through the SGF. Personal visits, some unofficial visits, definitely will be channeled through the chief of staff. That is why he is the chief of staff to the president. There won't definitely be that express channel to the president. He is the commander-in-chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So memos, official documents should follow normal procedures. When we do this, the unnecessary talk about the most powerful chief of staff, this will not be there. As a minister, you have your mandate to deliver. On Wednesdays, wait for the FEC meeting to present whatever outcome or new ideas you have. When we do this, definitely we will be making progress. But most times we spend time talking about persons and not even institutions. You said the man has no constitutional power. Then why are we so bothered about his excesses, which we think we actually pass him? Because we're not even there to understand how the system runs. No minister has come to say, I've not been able to see the chief of staff for a while, or the president, because the chief of staff actually stopped me.
Let me come back to you, Abdullahi. And one of the areas that has been of great concern, at least it was in the last 4 years, is the judiciary, justice system in Nigeria. And many people thought that when the president embarked on this cleansing, to use that word advisedly, of the judicial system, that it would go far enough and support his anti-corruption fight. Now, we have Malami back on the saddle as Minister of Justice and Attorney General. What do you think we need to see in this sector?
Wow. You know, a rotten house needs a total cleansing, and that actually begins from the in-house. The judiciary, with all apology, has been ridden with very corrupt manifestation, and they are proven. In a situation where you have the Chief Justice of the Federation immersed in corruption, that tells you that something is fundamentally wrong with the judiciary. And not just one, not just twice. Some judges have also been, prosecuted. The president would definitely have little or nothing to do when it comes to judicial intervention in terms of reform. It is the judiciary that will reform itself. Remember, this is an independent body. The president has little or no power at all in interfering in their affairs. The little effort in trying to cleanse, the stable generated so much backlash. He was described as a dictator, as a man that doesn't follow the rules of law, that doesn't even respect the court's judgments and proceedings. We as people must support sincere and genuine efforts of cleansing the judiciary. I remember when during the Onoge saga, some lawyers actually staged a protest that this must not happen. So where we have shade, canopy, protecting our own, even though we know they are wrong, then how are we going to cleanse the system entirely? Unless from our own defined national ethos, we decided or we begin to see that what is wrong is wrong. If there's a genuine attempt to cleanse the system, together all Nigerians who collectively support that move will not get anywhere. Any attempt to prosecute a Hausa man, the Hausa community will rally in Ashobi, in drums and gongs, in support of their own. The same thing with the Yorubas, the same thing with the Igalas. If this continues, the national interest suffers. Therefore, you cannot even address the issue. By the time we're supposed to be talking about the rot in the judiciary, we're talking about the origin, the ethnicity, the political affiliation of this person. Therefore, truncating that attempt at repairing a decayed institution. So what the Justice Minister needs to do is, first of all, is to begin to respect rules of law. Proceedings from the court must be adhered to. A situation where there are selective court ruling by government, we need to stop that, so that will give confidence to Nigerians that nobody is actually above the law. If you fall foul of the law should take its course. Where the federal government selects what to obey, they are not sending the right signal to Nigeria. What we need to do is that when there are pronouncements, it must be judiciously adhered to.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Abdullahi, that we must also begin to look at our industrial sector.
Exactly.
All the industries are said to be dead. How can the government begin to revive these industries that can absorb these huge number of unemployed people? 9 out of 10 you have said, I mean, in some cases, it's 100%.
Yes.
But without the industries working, where are you going to absorb these people?
This is where I actually advocated for synergy in governance. As a youth from the youth constituency, I understand the plight of the Nigerian youth. It's enormous. The restiveness of our youth will be more disastrous than what you have presently. Sports, it's beyond just unifying factor. It is a veritable platform for aspirations where people discover their talent. And it's beyond just representing your country by winning laurels. It's about